But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Here's Achane to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Allen's throw into the hands of Pickens. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Darnell Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away.
And a touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 73 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Steelers at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. On play action, Allen. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Washington. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they come up now second and goal.
Blue striker, 52 blaster. Ready, go.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense on...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
A run straight ahead with Achane. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st down, back to Achane. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Again, it's Achane.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week.
And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And Walker has it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
2nd down and 4.
Black Ultra.
Here's Allen to throw it. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'll set up to throw.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Yellow, 43. Ultra. Go Ultra. 12, 10. Striker. Check striker. Ready, go.
On play action, Allen. Going deep for Walker. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here's Allen. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Jet, ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, you come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
They'll run on 1st down. Callahan. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Finding Walker complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Darnell Washington,
his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. On 1st down, Callahan. And he's got some space here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second and 7 from the 20.
Steal. Check steal. Ready. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Callahan. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Ready. Ready.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close.
43.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now a handoff up the middle. Callahan. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll have the Dolphins 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now a first carry for their fullback. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They got a yard on first, 2 on second, and 3 here on third.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Callahan. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Steelers, they improved to 5-0.